Here soon, college students will be moving into dorms or moving out to live on their own for the first time. Financial professional Paul Durso is here to share some advice for parents to pass along to their kids, or if their kids are up listening this morning. Good to see you, Paul. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So we're talking about budgeting, credit cards, student loans. I mean, the whole gamut. It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, when we were just talking, you go from little to no responsibility to a whole lot of responsibility. Your actions in college can determine a lot of pain or a blessing if you handle it right.
What are some of the biggest mistakes that you see?
So not budgeting heading into school is a very big issue. Making sure you account for living expenses, books, all the stuff that's hard to quantify when you put together a budget. And another thing is the responsibility of a credit card.
That's a big one. So how do you go about approaching the budgeting process for a new student or maybe someone who's going back to school?
So practical speaking, envelope system is probably the easiest to learn responsibility for some college student going into school. Literally map out every week in an envelope, put some money into it, and account for fall break and things like that for a little bit extra money, and then have a good hard talk about credit cards, because credit cards can be a disaster.
Absolutely. Why is that so important? You say you don't want to get into a hole with a credit card, but you need to establish credit.
So this
kind of this, like,
I would start before you go to school, before you go off to college, in helping your child get a credit card, establish credit, because you want to buy a car, a home, an apartment, utilities.
I was going to say, even to turn the lights on, you've got to have credit.
You have to have a credit score. So, and there's an art to it. It's very important. I would not wait for your child to experience that on their own. I would start as soon as they turn 16 or 17 with a credit card.
Because otherwise, they're going to need mom and dad to
bail them out,
or help turn the lights on, or co-sign for.
And they're going to have all the credit card, or they're going to have all the student loan debt to begin with, and now they'd have all this other responsibility of credit card debt because they were irresponsible in school, learning about it on their own. So that's too much to handle.
Don't put yourself in an even deeper hole.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And how can students misjudge the overall cost of college?
Well, the biggest is the time. So most students and parents just attribute it's going to be 4 years. Well, life changes, and so do majors. So you might end up having to go to grad school another 2 years, or your 4-year career in college turns into 5 years or whatever, just because you took your time. So a lot of that extra expense is just how long it's going to take you going through school, and can throw the budget off. Yeah,
that budget is key. Paul Durso, thanks for coming to talk dollars and cents about college, just college in general. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.